Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about your self-perception most likely was not chosen by you. So oftentimes, in our lives, we let other people shape who we are. It's the environment we're in and the people we know. They mold our personalities and our outlooks on life. And that's normal, and it's true for most of us. But it shouldn't be done to the point where you ignore your own wishes. You have to be content with who you are. And to be absolutely content with yourself, you must carve out your own personality. It can be scary if all you've ever known is doing what other people told you, but you'll never truly be happy until you pursue your own path. And I know for some of us, we're older and we've already pursued that path, but there's nothing that says you can't change, really, right? So, hi, Caroline. Good to see you. Anitra, good morning. Still morning. But anyway, it's so easy to be influenced by others, especially when you're young and you're still developing. And most of our self-perception comes from our childhood. And so you might have had a mean teacher who told you that you would never amount to anything. And those words might stick with you today. You might still have them in the back of your mind, right? Maybe one or both of your parents placed high expectations, too high or too low for you. They might have told you that you have to be a doctor or a lawyer and nothing else will do. Or they might have told you that you might as well get comfortable working at Walmart because they have good benefits and that's what you're going to be good for, right? But I mean, we all have what we were told growing up. And my parents were both working class immigrants. My mom worked in a laundry, hard work most of my childhood, and finally got a decent job working as a housekeeper in a college dorm. I think I was in junior high about halfway through junior high when she got that job. My dad was a handyman, but they had big dreams for me. Big dreams. I mean, my whole life, I was told that I was really smart. And if I worked really hard and really, really did it, and really like worked hard, I could be whatever I wanted. In fact, I could even be a secretary. And you know what? See, for my parents, they lived in a very small world and they had small dreams, but they were hardworking and they wanted only the best for their children. But to them, working in an office was the ultimate job. They couldn't even fathom anything beyond that. And I don't think they even knew anybody that worked in an office back then, right? So yes, that kind of held me back. I mean, college wasn't something even in my vocabulary. It just wasn't even, I really had that small thinking from my parents. Just, it wasn't something that wasn't on my radar at all. And so I grew up and I became a secretary. And over my life, I have scrapped and struggled and broadened my horizons and worked my way up to being a buyer, and then many years as a buyer, and then director of marketing. And now I've thrown all that away to be the Avon lady. But, so I consider my life a success and I'm very happy where I am. Who knows? If I would have went to college, I probably still would have ended up in one of those jobs, those corporate jobs where you work 70, 80 hours a week, like when I was director of marketing. So hey, I love my life. I get to live my life on my terms. I wake up when I wake up in the morning, not at 6:30 when the alarm goes off, or 5:30. 5:30 is when I got up most of my life. But so you grow up and you have expectations placed on you by the people who loved you, right? Because those expectations are placed on you based on their version of what their expectations are of life, right? And so now you have to find the strength and the courage to dismiss those expectations and be who you want to be. None of those people telling you who you're going to have to be know you better than you know yourself. And like my parents, most likely they just don't know any better. Some are just nervous, right? So for example, if you want to launch your own business, but they're not familiar with it, they might try to dissuade you from it out of sheer fear. For my parents, it was always get a good job in an office with benefits, meaning sick leave, health insurance, all of that. I heard that from my dad over and over again. You need a job with benefits. You need a job in an office with benefits. And if you're looking to start a business like my Avon business or any kind of direct sales business or any business really, they might be afraid. They might have heard those stories about a friend of your aunt who has a garage full of Avon and can't sell it. To me, that's so funny. I mean, you hear these stories all the time. Well, my cousin's uncle's friend had to buy, they got into one of those pyramid things and they had to buy all this inventory. But you know what? Those are just the stories that you hear from the people who didn't take their business seriously and didn't do the work. And so they quit and now they had to make up a story. And trust me, there's a lot of that out there too. I mean, I don't know. There might actually be some people who purchased a garage full of products, but in all my 20 years in Avon, I have never seen it. Really, I haven't. But anyway, so maybe your friends and family might be afraid of you starting a business because they're just used to working in a job with guaranteed income and those benefits, right? So starting your business means you're responsible for your earnings. You know, it's not like you work 8 hours and you get paid for 8 hours. Right? Now you have to make it happen and you have to build success. They might be afraid of what if you fail, you know? So you'll have to do it without their support and understanding. If you've always dreamed maybe of being an artist, you know, but everyone pressured you to become better with something better, with higher pay, or you have to look past what they say, because very few people have said that they're glad they never pursued their dreams and just followed everyone else's advice. You know, very few people when they're 70 and 80 years old look back on their life and go, I wish I would have just followed everyone else's advice and not did what I did. They're all saying, I wish I would have lived my life my way. I wish I would have done the things that I wanted to do, right? It might be difficult. It might not even work out, but you're never going to have that itching feeling of wondering how it could have been if you would have just tried. You can find satisfaction in knowing that you tried your best. I have a whole bunch of comments here. Maybe I should look at them. So Anitra says, I tried the path of secretary, landed me a customer service degree, call center. I got sick of that quickly. Now I'm pursuing launching my own Avon business, crossed with crafts, still terrified of going live. You're so cute, Anitra. And Caroline says, newsflash, Avon will soon sell voodoo dolls. And don't be a sheep. Building a business in any realm is scary. You're right. It is, Anitra. It is scary. So, you know, you can find satisfaction in just knowing you tried your best. You did what you wanted to do, right? You have to be able to define what kind of person that you are. You know, nobody is born inherently worth more or less than anyone else. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing so much of that right now with all the riots and all the, you know, all the stuff that's going on in our world today right now. And I strongly believe that we are all equal, no matter what color our skin is, no matter what gender we are, who we love, where we come from. Inherently, we are all equal, and I just don't understand that. But that's a whole topic for another day, right? But if someone thinks that you're just a piece of trash, you have to look at who they are as a person, devaluing other people to make themselves feel better. You know, if someone tells you that you can't do this or that you're worthless or you're not good enough or they treat you that way, then ignore them, because it doesn't matter what they say. They don't know your story. They don't know who you are in your mind. They can't make assumptions like that. You can just show them that you're better, right? Evaluate your own worth. Think about the people that love you and the good that you do and how you can make a positive contribution to the world. And if you feel like you're lacking something, then make that change, and then you'll feel better about yourself. Chris, good morning, Chris. Afternoon for you. You are such a good cheerleader. Get yourself a set of pom-poms. Woohoo! Thank you. Thanks for being here. So, hey, you know, always remember your self-perception is up to you. You get to choose. Don't let anyone decide what your worth is but you, right? Get out there and see what's available to you. Dream big. Go after it. Be successful. And as you do, you're going to gain that confidence to be what you want to be and do what you want to do and live the life that you want to live. You will. Seriously, and I can't wait to see it. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. Did you grow up with expectations that were put on you about what you were going to be when you grew up? Did you follow those expectations, or did you chart your own course? You know, what kinds of things help you to gain confidence and feel better about yourself? Please get down in the comments below and share with us. I would love to hear your stories. And hey, I want to thank everyone for being live with me today. I have Caroline, I have Anitra, Karen, hi Karen, Billa, hi. And gosh, look at all these people. And Chris, thank you all for being here live with me, and anyone else who might be live who just didn't comment, and anyone who's watching the replay, I appreciate you. So anyway, go on and have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.